Hi, it's David Trudeau Must Go Creighton, back with another Take 5. Let's stand on guard with David Creighton. We're going to be talking today about how Trudeau really treats veterans. So we are in a very precarious position in this country. We need political change, but we also need the resolve to resist. So I'm sure you've heard recently or seen the news, or maybe you saw it on this website. Trudeau has changed the Canadian passport. The Prime Minister has put his personal imprint on the Canadian passport. Not only does the cover look different, but you know those illustrations on the inside as you go through your pages for visas and to have them stamped. There's about 12 to 15 pages of visa stamp pages. And there's always pictures on there. Well, Trudeau has decided to remove the picture of Vimy Ridge. Now, I think if there's anything Canadians can agree on about the First World War, it's that Vimy Ridge was where Canada really showed how courageous and heroic we were. And as historian after historian has remarked, that's where Canada really became a nation. We were automatically at war with Germany in 1914 when Britain was, because we were part of the British Empire. But we became a nation at Vimy Ridge. Now that is one of the worst things Trudeau has done symbolically to our military and to the veterans. I just want to show you this clip because it really says so much.
The question was, why is he deleting our veterans from our history? Why is he deleting the 3,598 Canadians who gave their lives so that Canada could have freedom and victory at Vimy? He's erasing them, and with that, he is insulting all of our veterans. The Prime Minister, why will the Prime Minister not stand up for our history, get connected to reality, and keep the images in our passport that make us so proud to be Canadian?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister. Right now, Mr. Speaker, veterans across the country are being reminded of what the Conservatives did around veterans. They wrap themselves in the flags and the symbols anytime they can, but in fact, they nickeled and dimed our veterans. They used them for photo ops. They shut down 9 veteran service offices across the country so they could try and save a little money through cuts. The fact is, Mr. Speaker, the Conservatives have always disrespected veterans while they wrap themselves in the imagery. We're going to continue to deliver for the veterans every single day.
We are real nice. Well, see how Trudeau feigns anger there? Like he's really upset that someone has taken him to task about veterans. There's probably not been a prime minister, including his father, who cared less about veterans, who cared less about the military, about what the military is. Because quite simply, it's not important to him. These people are not important to him. People who serve their country in uniform are not important to Justin Trudeau. And he can stand up there and change the subject, try to change the channel all he wants about what happened under the previous government of Prime Minister Stephen Harper, the Conservative government. Of course, there were some cutbacks. Yes, that government was not perfect, but it demonstrated a care for veterans that this government will never comprehend. I want to make that quite clear. And to throw these insults at veterans is just outrageous. I, too, am a veteran, so I come to this, yes, with a personal stake. But my God, I'm sick of hearing Justin Trudeau pretend he's outraged when he's being told the truth. Poilievre is quite correct here. This was terrible. I want to read some of the comments I got back since I put that video on the air, because that's not what the mainstream media was necessarily showing people. That's what the mainstream media should be showing, that exchange, because it's outrageous. Here's a few of the comments I got. He, meaning Justin Trudeau, does not care about Canada or its people. It's all about him and himself only. Misinformation, another viewer writes. Funny how military personnel tell us they get more when there is a conservative government than a liberal one. And this individual says, thank you, Justin Trudeau, for a non-answer, as usual. You know, and wouldn't it be nice to get an honest answer from Justin Trudeau? Maybe once in his career, but you're not going to see that. He doesn't really deliver for anybody but himself and all his other corrupt thieves. Delete history so you can manipulate the masses. Well, that's a profound statement, and it's very true. Trudeau is all about manufacturing history and deleting the real history. Trudeau and his damn liberals have never stood up for our vets. I should know I am one of them. The only party that has done anything to help me as a vet is the Conservative Party of Canada. Trudeau believes and delivers for Trudeau. Trudeau is the worst prime minister of all time. Liar, he said they are asking for too much. What a dork. And that's true. Trudeau did at one point say veterans expect too much. This is Mr. Entitlement who needs his luxury vacations every year. But I could go on and on with these comments. And we had a tremendous reception, a tremendous amount of people who were outraged when they saw that exchange in the House of Commons, and they wanted to voice their opinion about this and say, enough is enough. But I can tell you that Justin Trudeau is going to always change the subject when it comes to veterans. He's going to suggest that he's doing so much for them when he's doing as little as possible, as little as he can politically get away with. And that's what Justin Trudeau is all about and has always been about and will always be about until he decides to resign. So I want to leave it there. Please watch the show on Thursday. We're going to be talking about veterans again, and we're also going to be talking about how Trudeau has delivered for veterans. You know what he's done? He's made the medical assistance in dying program, assisted suicide, euthanasia. He's made that program available, and his people have had the gall to suggest to veterans who have been physically disabled that they can seek medically assisted suicide if they can't take it anymore. So instead of help, he's offering death. He's offering suicide. We'll be talking more about that later in the week. Please subscribe to this station. Support me. We need to monetize. We need to get around Justin Trudeau's censorship and Justin Trudeau's lies. So for another Take 5 episode, Stand on Guard with David Creighton.